Good morning, Year 7 remote learners. I hope you guys are all keeping well. I hope your families are well and you're looking after yourselves and you're enjoying your first full week here at Desk. So, my name is Mr. Rawat and I teach ICT and computer science here at Desk. And I've organized your first lesson for you. You should have received this PowerPoint over here. I've named it Hour of Code. When you open it up, it should look something like this. Okay, now I'm just going to talk you through today's lesson, and then you're free to come back to me with any queries or questions that you might have. I've tried to keep it as straightforward as I possibly can because I know it is the first lesson. So I'm sure you're still finding your way around the systems and how things work on Teams and communicating with your teachers. So the first thing is I like to get students working on a silent starter. So you're going to log into your computers or your iPads, whatever it is that you're using. You're going to open up a web browser, and depending on the device that you have, it might be Chrome, it might be Edge, it might be Safari, any one of the browsers that you use. And then you're going to copy and paste this link into the browser and make your way to that website. Now I've already done that. I've copied and pasted it over here, and I get to this website over here. Now this website's really interesting. It's one that I've used in the past to look at the careers that are available in the digital world. And if I click on Explore Digital Careers, I can see there are a lot of industries here where computer science and technology is being used. And what I want you to do for the starter is just explore some of these career pathways. I'm going to click on financial services. It's an area that I find quite interesting. And you can see when I click on financial services, there are lots of different careers here that involve technology and computer science. So you can be a technical writer and it gives you a bit of information. If you want to find out a little bit more about what a technical writer does, you'd click on learn more and it will take you to another page. And I can go down and keep looking at the different careers that are available for me. If any of those take my interest, I'd make a note of it. If not, I can go back and I can continue looking at maybe a different sector. So on your PowerPoint over here, on the second slide, I want you to type in 5 careers that you thought were quite interesting. I'm looking for 5 from you, so I'm looking for a bit of a variety. I don't only want one sector, but I want you to explore the different areas where you do find technology out in the world that we live in, and then I want you to note 5 of them over here. So for example, I might write the financial sector, okay, and then in this sector I found the technical writer job very interesting because it involves a lot of independent work and I like working independently. Okay, so you're going to do that for the 5. I'm going to keep this nice, neat and tidy. So we got it looking over there like that. Once you finish that, we're going to go on to the next slide over here. And here there's a video, so I'm going to have to full screen. I'll wait for the video to load. And then when it loads, I'm going to click play and I'm going to watch through that video. And it just gives you a bit of an introduction as to why it would be useful for you to learn how to code.
Can those students whose surname begins with P through to T please leave your classrooms and make your way home?
Okay, that was the announcement for the bus, so you can ignore that. Next slide. Once you've watched the video, a bit of sort of some of the things that I want you to do this lesson. So identify different jobs relating to the technology field, which you've already done. 3 industries that have benefited from computer programmers, and you might already be able to do that based on the video. We're then going to complete an hour of code, a course, and complete a certificate. And if you want to, you can do this last activity, which is research into computer programming. It's quite early to be doing this, but some of you might have had some experience based on where you've been in your primary school. So that might be something that you can type in there. So I guess technology affects every field, and this slide over here shows you a couple of different areas where technology is evolving. You've got multimedia over here. Smartphones obviously have taken off in the last 10 or 15 years. We've got driverless cars out into space, and you can see sort of a little a chip in a contact lens, and that's something that may be developed in the future. But if you speak to your parents, you'll find that Technology has affected and changed the way that they are working. And if you ask them how they used to work 10 or 15 years ago and how they're working today, it's a very, very different environment. And one of the biggest changes will have been the use of technology. And to evidence that, you can see over here where jobs are growing. And this is a slide that I found that shows you where the growth of jobs in America, and you can see computing over here I've highlighted is an area. And if you look at the colors over here on this chart, you can see green is one of the biggest. So it is one of the biggest areas where of growth for jobs. Next thing you're going to do is complete an hour of code. So you're going to copy and paste this link over here into a browser. And again, if I copy and paste this link over here, it should take me to the Hour of Code website. Now, all of you will have different experiences in terms of how much code you have done. So you're free to pick either a beginner one or a comfortable one. So if I pick something comfortable, I'm going to click on one of these, and then eventually it will take me to a bit of information about the course. I will click start and I will work my way through the course. It takes approximately 50 minutes to an hour to do, and hopefully you can pick one that you find enjoyable. If you started one and you don't like it, if you find something too easy or something too hard, then feel free to come back here and you can look through these, and then you can pick one that you think is more suitable depending on what experience you have. Once you've finished, okay, I want the name of the course over here and a screenshot of the course over here. So for example, let's say I did Code Monkey. I like this one. I enjoy this one. I'll take a screenshot of this. Okay, I would put, what was this one called? Code Monkey. Code Monkey Junior. And then I would put my screenshot over here, nice, neat and tidy. That's the one that I did. If you'd like to, you can do the extension work, and this is if you've had any experience with programming languages. I guess at primary school, you might have done Scratch, you might have done Odoo, you might have done some BBC Microbit, and if you've done anything like that, then please make a note of it here and talk me through some of the things that you might have done. Finally, to evidence that you finished off your lesson, another announcement.
Can those students whose surname begins with U through to Z please leave your classrooms and make your way home?
Again, you can ignore Mr. Green. You've got nothing to do with the buses. So once you've finished your Hour of Code course, you'll be presented with a certificate, and I just want you to copy and paste or take a screenshot of the certificate here, so I've got that on record that you've finished one of those. I hope you enjoy the lesson. If you have any questions or queries, then please feel free to get in touch with me via your tutor, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Thank you, and have a lovely weekend when it comes.